Hey, good evening, folks. I got a 2021 Tundra a couple weeks ago. Great truck. I'll show it to you in a few minutes. It's new to me. It's got the big V8 in it. Really like it. And it's got the exposed catalytic converters. And I've seen a few videos out there about catalytic converter protector plates that you can put under your truck. And I did some research and I just wanted to make a video of me installing mine. Now, I got these from Kent Weaver of Desert Eagle Offroad, or Off-Road Desert Eagle. I'll put the information up right here. Probably the best customer service I've ever experienced when dealing with any company, and it's just got a lot of reviews. If you can look it up, you can see it everywhere. You can see it on Reddit. You can look it up on Facebook. He's got a business page on there, and it's just a good outfit. I had a good experience with him. Sent him the money, and here it is. And I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, here's the truck. It's a 2021 Tundra SR5. It was one of the last ones built of the 2007 to 2021 model years. I believe that the last month they were built was October 2021, and this one was built in September 2021. So I'm glad I got one of those last model years before they switched over to the 22 to 24 models, which I understand with that V6, that turbo V6 is just not doing too well. So I'm glad I got one of these. Anyways, great truck. And I want to install the new catalytic converter protector plate that I got from Kent Weaver in the mail from Texas. So here it is. I think you've probably seen this if you've done your research. It's great, really thick metal. I can't really gauge, but this thing weighs a good 40-50 pounds. It's not weak. Okay, so here's what it comes with. Well, it doesn't come with the Torx bit. I bought that separately, but these are the T45 Torx security bits. Now, the reason why I say security is they're not just Torx. That little nipple makes them a security or a tamper-proof bit. And so it has that little nipple in the middle, T45 Torx. And here's the bit that I got from, I think I just got it at Lowe's for 10 bucks, so I think it'll work just fine. And let's get to installing this thing. I'm going to put it up on jack stands, and we're going to get under there, we're going to install it. Okay, now that I have it all jacked up and safely on jack stands, I want to try to show you where those bolt connectors are going to go. It's very hard to get under a truck and show you where things are going to go. Unless I had it up on a lift, that might be easier, but this is the rear passenger side of where the catalytic converter plate is going to go. We're going to take this little rubber plate off and we're going to slip the bolt under here, and that's where the first bolt's going to go. Now this is the cross member that's right back by the rear cat. So even though it's hard to map it out under here like this, you can at least take from my words where that is. Okay, so this is the rear driver's side, and I'm going to take the cap off here. There it went. Now that I took the cap off, I'm going to put this little bolt plate that came with the kit into this hole and slide it on through to the hole that we want it in. And so it's right there. So there we go. Okay guys, so here is the driver front connector area for the catalytic converter protector plate. And what you need to do is take your little connector bolt here and connector plate and stick it in this bigger hole here. You need to get to this back one. See this back one right here? That's the one you need to get to. So, and you can kind of just put your fingers in all these holes to kind of maneuver it around. There we go. Got that one in. Right there in the back. So on the other side, on the passenger side, you need to go into this back one too, as you can see it right there. Right there. But you got to get into this little hole. Not a big deal. Fits right in it. But my point is that you don't have this big wampum hole that you have over here on the driver's side. So anyways, those front two ones are both in. So now let's jack this thing up and get it under here. So my method for actually getting this thing under the truck and getting it up to those bolt holes, I don't feel like holding it up there or trying to hold it up there. So I'm going to use a 2-ton jack, and I put a small piece of plywood that's got a smaller footprint than the plate. And I'm going to put it on that plywood and jack it up under there, make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay guys, I don't know how easy this is to see, but I jacked the plate up, the protector plate up, with a piece of plywood. It got kind of twisted. You know, you can move the jack around in here to kind of get it to fit right. And now it's hard to see, but it's the plate itself. Don't look at the plywood, but the plate itself is now perfectly lined up with the holes. And all I got to do is put the bolts in, which I'll do now. And here's front, and here's front side. And now we're just okay, now that I have it all bolted in and up, I'm going to go ahead and take the jack out with the little piece of plywood that I put under it. And here it is. It's dark out here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's what it looks like. Put some light on it. I think it looks pretty good, and it was relatively easy to install. Okay guys, that's the end of the catalytic converter protector plate installation. The whole install I think took about 30 minutes. Really not that big of a deal, maybe 40. Just got to jack the truck up, get under there. The key is actually in using the jack with the piece of plywood under it just to lift it up. That's the key, because it's like having an extra 3 guys under there, one holding each corner, especially on the, you know, on the front of it where that mid cross member is. It's under the bell housing for the transmission. It's kind of hard to tell on a lot of videos I've seen what hole to use, because there's a bunch of, you know, different little holes. So I showed you where those were. So if you have an 07 to 21 Tundra, you should be able to figure it out from watching this video. Anyways, hope you liked it. Go for it. Protect your catalytic converters. It's better to pay $300-400, whatever you got to pay to protect them, than pay $2,500 to replace them. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.